Hello, I want to go over the planks of confidence with you. And these are things that you need to go into interviews, to deliver speeches, to do these recordings. Any of them, you will need the same exact information. So let's go over them really quickly. And they are your content, organization, your notes, friendliness, impression, dedication, empathy, newness, conviction, and enthusiasm. All right, let's go over them really quickly. All right, your content. This right here is the first thing that people will either want to listen to your speech or listen to what you have to say or turn the page or go to the next room or however way this is being delivered. It's the content. Is it relevant to them? Is it something that they want to hear? Most, not all the time, but most of the time it is built on evidence and not just emotion. You take that what you will. All right, the organization. The organization of whatever it is that you're presenting is really very important because you want your listeners to be able to follow you and it should go into in a natural form of however it depends on what it is that you're presenting, whether it's sequential or you are presenting it in a cause and effect manner, or you're presenting it where the beginning is the end and then you follow up with how you got there. Either way, the organization of whatever it is that you are presenting needs to be one that is easily followed by your listeners. All right, your notes. Very important not to just go in there flim flamming and not knowing exactly what it is that you're talking about. Have some set notes, whether it be bullets. I would never suggest writing out an actual speech because you will be far more prone to read it. So I would stick with just notes. Bullets are awesome. Friendliness. Be congenial. Let that voice be something that someone can attach themselves to. The friendliness of your voice often lends itself to the credibility of the person that you're listening to. Now, again, this always depends on what it is that you're delivering, the friendliness and the tenor of your voice. Obviously, if you are delivering some information that may not be quite as congenial, then your voice and your tenor would reflect that. All right, your impression. You want to get off to a good start. It's like the beginning of a book or a movie or even an article that you're reading. The first few sentences in, if it doesn't capture the attention, you move on, especially the world we live in today. Everything is so instant gratification. So it's very, very important that you start off with a great impression to draw your listener in and so they'll be apt to stay till the end. All right, your dedication. That's just your practice. When you all are presenting your speeches, it is very obvious from the get if you have gone into it prepared. So it's about your dedication to, in this case, your grade. In this case, um, many times people put forth what is in their hearts and what is something that they feel that is worth presenting. So your dedication to your craft, it will show in your speeches. All right, empathy. You'll talk about this throughout the course. Empathy is just the ability to put yourself in the shoes of someone else for a moment. If you're able to do that, you will know how you should deliver a speech. So that would be like knowing your audience and knowing what it is that they want to hear. If you can put yourselves in their bodies for a moment or in their brains for a moment, you would be able to tell them or convey a message that they want to hear. That's what empathy is. It's literally that simple. What would I want to hear? What would I want to feel? What message would I want to receive? That should be your first step. All right, newness. There's almost nothing new under the sun, so this isn't very easy. That's where your personality has to come through because your personality will always be original. Um, Try to tell a personal story because a personal story is one that is original. It's original to your background and your lived experiences. So I would stick with that. For a few sentences into a speech, very oftentimes, and it's not the fault of graduates, but graduation speeches could be like this. It's only so many times you can say, we're moving forward. But you know what? The newness, the personality of the speaker, their life and lived experiences that they bring to those speeches, that is what makes a very, very um, oldest times message. Give it some nuance. All right. All right. And conviction. All it conviction truly is at the end of the day is believing in whatever it is that you are delivering. If you truly believe in it, then very oftentimes people will believe in what you have to say. And if you believe in it, even if you are giving them fluff, if you believe in it, it is much easier to persuade someone on your side. And enthusiasm. It is hopefully what I'm conveying to you right now. It's letting you know when you add that enthusiasm, you're letting the listener know that what you're saying, you believe that it's important. You believe it is something that they should want to listen to. You believe that it is something that should move them. So that is what your enthusiasm. Please do not give your speeches like this. No one would want to listen to that. Don't deliver it like that. Put the nuance, put the in your voice, use your tenor, put your personality in it, show some enthusiasm. All right. And then lastly, just a saying here. Um, it said that Abraham Lincoln was once asked how would he cut down a tree if he was given 8 hours to do so. He replied he would sharpen the blade for 7 hours so he could easily cut down a tree in 1 hour. Think about that for a moment. All in all, please, please, please prepare. Preparation always shows. All right. I hope this was helpful to you. And again, this these are called your planks of confidence.